Hi everyone, glad to see you're still checking in to see what is happening here. A quick news video in 4 parts. Last week's impact, the positive side of things, reposting the tutorials, and a little part where I need your help. Chapters are in the timeline. So last week I had to break the news that I had to take down the tutorials on Tommy Emmanuel's music. First of all, thank you for the huge wave of support that followed that video. I spent almost the entire following week reading all of your comments, mails and messages, and I hope I got back to all of you. I was afraid to be seen as a fool, essentially nuking my own business, but a lot of you agreed with me that it was the right thing to do. I also want to stress this one more time. Tommy is not the problem here. Even with Tommy's permission, using those tabs would get me in trouble sooner or later, since Universal doesn't just drop its own stake in the proceedings when the artist does so. I also tried to reply to everyone who was blaming Tommy's management, since they actually helped me out on some points. They just as well could have filed a complaint with YouTube and the channel would have been torpedoed without remorse. Of course, they see this mostly as business and try to protect Tommy's interest as much as possible. That's why Tommy hires them. I don't even know if this has ever gotten to Tommy's ears, since I would expect his management to keep these kinds of things off his plate so he can concentrate on playing and composing. So I understand the sentiment and the instinct to point fingers, but I really feel as if they have prevented things from turning out worse than they could have been. We're a week later now and a lot has happened. I won't deny the fact that I was absolutely devastated at first. But then you guys all weighed in. When I put out the video, the comments were the first thing that lifted my spirits, and then things started moving on Patreon, where I saw a 25% increase in members there, immediately softening the financial impact of the matter. And I started realizing that this could be an opportunity instead of a setback. And I have good news, a lot of the tutorials are coming back, albeit in a slightly different way. But first I have to get the legal side in order. As usual, I just went for the most straightforward approach and reached out to one of the sheet music websites to see if they could help me out and would be interested in working with me. They checked out the channel, saw the response on the video about taking down the tabs and offered me to join their program straight away. So I can now announce that I am a musicnotes.com signature artist. Music Notes is the biggest online sheet music website and specializes in licensing, notation and tab for online sales. They will handle all of the legal stuff, and they also make sure that Tommy is paid his fair share of the proceedings. So I will soon re-upload parts of each tutorial, but with the on-screen tabs removed. I am aiming to publish half of each tutorial here on YouTube, giving everyone more than enough material to get to work on. So if, for instance, a tutorial was 4 parts in total, like the Pink Panther, I'll post the first 2 parts on YouTube. If you finish that first half and you need some more guidance with the rest of the song, then you have 2 options. Join Tommy's True Fire course or join my Patreon page. In both cases, prices are very reasonable. If you work with what is available on YouTube and don't need the tabs, as quite a few people have told me in the comments, then you can get to work with the video alone. If you do need the tab, you can buy it off the Music Notes website, for which I'll always post a link in the description. Most of the proceedings will go to the original composer, but if that is what it takes, then I'll happily do it. This also puts my channel in the clear for any future lessons or own arrangements, knowing that I have a partner that takes care of the legal side of things. After worrying so long about this, it truly feels like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders, and my motivation to get back to work is already burning twice as hard. But I need your help too. My tutorials had slowly risen in the ranks of the search engine and started popping up more and more in the results. That will all have to start from zero again. But I have a feeling that you all know how YouTube operates, right? Whenever you see one of these re-uploaded tutorials appear, give them a quick view, a thumbs up, maybe even a comment, even if it is a song that you won't get to work on. That will help in a big way to restore them to roughly the same place to where they were before. As soon as everything is online at musicnotes.com, you'll see the old videos come back fast. Now it's time for me to close the chapter on this little bump in the road and get back to work. I'll see you all soon for new lessons. Take care.